Faith and works. What do those two things mean apart from each other? What could they look like together? Hey, Daily Dosers, thanks for joining us again. My name is Brandon Vasquez, and I'm the campus pastor at our Palma Valley campus. In James 2:14 through 18, it says this: "What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, keep warm and well fed,' but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. But someone will say, 'You have faith, I have deeds. Show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by my deeds.'" If we want to simplify the idea of faith and deeds, we can call the faith thought, and we can call the deeds action. There's a poem by Rudyard Kipling. I hope I said that name right. Rudyard? I don't know. Called "The Glory of the Garden." And part of that poem, it says this: "Our England is a garden, and such gardens are not made by singing, 'Oh, how beautiful,' and sitting in the shade. While better men than we go out and start their working lives at grubbing weeds from gravel paths with broken dinner knives." The faith and the deeds, or the thought and action, need to be synergized. They need to be able to work together. That's the life that God calls us to as followers of Him. One can't live in a full pursuit of Jesus without the other. There's a story about Martin Luther, and he became good friends with another monk. And this monk was just as bought into the idea that Martin Luther had, that there needed to be a reformation of the church. And so they made this agreement that the one monk would stay in his cell and pray, and Martin Luther would go out into the field and kind of do the work, do the dirty work. And so they did this day after day after day. And one day, the monk was in his cell praying for Martin Luther, and he fell asleep, and he had this dream. And he had this dream that he was this big land that needed to be reaped, right? And there was this one lone reaper trying to take care of the whole field. And finally, the reaper looks over to the monk, and he sees his face, and it's Martin Luther. And he was convinced that he needed to go out of his cell, stop praying, and get to work with Martin Luther. Are you a person of thought and prayer? Are you a person of action? You can be one or the other, but we are called to be thoughtful people of action. Can you and I do that this week? And how would our lives look differently if we did? See you next time.